Prince was at the Brit Awards this year, and a couple of the nominees couldn't believe he was on stage, and they kept screaming out his name. That's the effect the artist formerly known as Prince has on the world. The most beautiful girl in the world, Chetan Mahajan, CEO of HCL Learning in studio, talking about his colorful life.
This is Good Morning Mumbai, and you're with Rishi K.
Wonderful comments coming in on Twitter. Nigel says, full respect, Mr. Mahajan and your family. Happy to see justice prevail. Keep smiling. Thank you for sharing the experience. Poppy says, superb people, you get inspiring to the core. Thank you. Thank you, Poppy. Brilliance. A classic case of Murphy's Law. Good to listen to Chetan Mahajan on the journey to and from jail. We can only imagine the turmoil that he went through. Let's talk about your days of Bokaro jail. I'm glad you still have retained your sense of humor. So, HCL Learning, what you're doing in classrooms, the focus of the core of your job profile now.
Sure. So basically there is a very simple premise to the existence of companies like HCL Learning, which is that technology can make an impact to the teaching learning process. And so for that we have products that we take into the classroom, and we equip the teacher with much more than what a blackboard is able to, and a set of textbooks is able to. So we are able to provide them with rich, really vibrant content which has been created over years, using hundreds of experts in the areas of instructional design, in the areas of teaching, in the areas of animation and content writing, and so on and so forth. The culmination of all of that has resulted in the product that we call DigiSchool. And that's the product that we go and market across the country to schools all over India. And with that, basically, we already have about 4,000 schools using our product. And we're getting some fabulous feedback.
I'm just thinking, have you explored how to use radio plays, for example, or audio plays? I'm doing this very interesting project with UNICEF where I'm playing the Sutradhar, and it's a Hindi play, called Meena Ki Duniya.
Right.
And we're actually taking that to villages, playing them in classrooms. And we find that kids react fabulously to anything which is dramatized. Role playing and stuff like that in audio form or video form, for that matter. Are you using a fair bit of that in your tools?
So yeah, we have a lot of rich media content, including a lot of video content that also comes in, and this is videos very similar to TED that we have as part of our brief, and so that makes it very inspiring. And nowadays even CBSE and the various state curriculums are experimenting, trying to look at different and new kinds of things. What used to be called moral science still is called moral science in a lot of places, but it's come out with a lot of different names. But you're trying to get the kid inspired. You're trying to get the kid excited about doing the right thing, doing innovative and new things. And video is definitely a very, very rich medium. So yeah, we have a fair amount of video content in our package as well.
Including civics. The civics, which is still known as civics.
So the entire education map right now is changing, especially in higher ed with online technology and so on and so forth.
You were telling me off the mic about MOOCs.
Yeah.
And I found that really fascinating. I don't know how many of you know about MOOCs. If you knew about MOOCs, you can tell me about it. But Chetan is going to tell us about MOOCs right now. What's the full form and what does it stand for?
So MOOCs are basically massively online open courseware. And what that means is that now a lot of the top universities in the world, Harvard, MIT, Stanford, all of them have started offering their education, the learning in an online format for free. Now the difference is that you don't get the credential. You won't get to be called a BTech from Stanford, but you can get all the learning and a wide variety of courses. And I think that is going to change the entire landscape of learning in the future. So some of the websites are Coursera. There's one called edX, and all of these are conglomerates of universities who've come together.
Just spell out Coursera. What's Coursera?
COURSERA.com, and edX is EDX.
Where can you find out more about HCL Learning? Do you have a website where somebody can go to?
HCLlearning.com. You can just Google HCL Learning and you'll land up at our homepage. So yeah, it's all out there.
CEO of HCL Learning is Chetan Mahajan. In a world like this, Backstreet Boys in the house. More a conversation post this.